All right. Hello, everyone. I am so dang excited for this Zoom. There are so many people that are pushing for some really big promotions this month. So I wanted to gather up a group of 10 people who just promoted to Diamond, whether it was last month or the month before, and have them share your tips. So we have 10 brand new Diamonds. I'm giving them each 5 minutes. I'm literally going to set a timer because this is going to be a long Zoom. So I am super excited for this. Show them some love because I know some people are super nervous for this. So I completely randomized who was going to go first. So it first is Emily Collins. So let me unmute you and I will start your timer once you start talking. All right, Emily.
Okay, I'm here.
Yay. All right, let me spotlight you and then we will start. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm Emily Collins, and I just promoted to Diamond last month. And I want to share with you guys something really quick. 4 months ago, I was paid as a distributor. So I want you to know that you can do this. I literally went to conference, and conference changed my life. And once I left conference, I knew I was going to get to work. And I did that by staying consistent. I told myself every day, I'm going to do the things I need to do. And I made myself do them. Was it always easy? No. I have 3 kids. I have a husband that works night shift. So he's gone from 10:30 at night until 6:30 in the morning. So it's literally mama all day long. But I had to find a way. I knew I wanted to find a way, and I had to find a way. So I told myself I have got to find a way, and staying consistent and being intentional with my posts and just with my whole entire business and everything in general. I knew I had to start being intentional because what I was posting in the beginning was attracting the wrong people. And I want you to understand what that means. So what you put out is what you're going to get. And I was putting out good stuff, but it was stuff that people were just like, oh, okay, well, I can just do this and just get the discount and I don't have to do anything. Well, that was all fine and dandy. That's what got me to Ruby. But after that, I quit. I stopped working. I stopped doing the things, and I went all the way back to distributor. And you guys, it sucked. It sucked because I literally gave up on myself, and I knew no more. I knew I did not want to have to go back to work. I knew I did not want my kids going to daycare. I wanted to be here. So I just made sure I stayed consistent, stayed consistent with host to post. I had timers set all the time, and it seriously changed my life. Staying consistent is what brought me and my team to Emerald last month and to Diamond, or to Emerald in April and to Diamond in May. And it's truly life-changing. It is. And I know you're probably thinking, I work full time. I've got kids. I can't do it. You can. You have to sit down and come up with a routine or like a plan for yourself. You should see my list. I'm a list person. So every day I get up, I make my coffee and I make my lists. I even make my list with like feeding my kids breakfast, because when you physically check something off your list, it's so satisfying to see. So I leave all of like the hard stuff, like messaging and stuff, for at night when my kids go to bed, because that's the only quiet time that I get. I'm not an early riser because my kids get up early. So I stay up late. I'm up till like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning every night. And then they're up at like 6:37 every day. So I know that when they go to bed at 8:30, I have that amount of time to work. Now, I still do things during the day. Like I'll still do all of my, my posts and stuff during the day, but 9 times out of 10, I can't respond until the evening because I'm a mama first. And that's what makes me so relatable to people, is they know that I'm just a normal person. I don't act like I've got my stuff together. I consistently show up every day. If you don't show up every day, you can't expect to get anywhere. You can't work really, really good for 3 days and then take 3 days off, because what you did the prior 3 days is going to mean nothing when you take the next 3 days off. Give yourself a break. Yeah, give yourself a day or give yourself 5 hours or whatever, but you have to stay consistent. And I want you to sit and think and be real with yourself. Am I truly doing the things? Am I truly doing what I should be doing? I'm sitting here watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta, or should I be sending my 20 messages that I know I could be sending? You know what I mean? Like, be real, get uncomfortable with yourself, and hold yourself accountable, because your upline can't do it for you. Your mama can't do it for you. They can't work your business. You have to work your business. It's not their business. It's your business. So, there it is. That's all I can say is stay consistent and be intentional.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I love that. You guys drop a 1 in the chat if you're like, heck yes, girl. You guys, it is so dang important to stay consistent, to be intentional with what you're doing, and just go after what you want. Just know what you're going for and run. Okay, cool. So Emily, I'm going to go ahead and mute you again. And then next up is Kimmy. I'm going to have to find you so that I can spotlight your video. If you could wave at me. So I scroll through. Let me see. I'm trying to find you.
Hey.
All right, I hear you. Hold on. Hold, please. You guys, there's got to be.
I'm waving.
Oh, I see you. Heck yeah. Okay. Go ahead, my friend.
Hey, sorry if there's background noise because it's pouring where I live. But hi, guys. I'm Kimmy. I've been in the business since technically December 31st, but I signed super late at night. So January, I say. And I went diamond last month, on the very last day of the month. And first thing I want to say is I'm a mom of a 9-month-old baby. And I work full time, and I also am in college. So if you think that you don't have time for this business, you do have time for this business. I am constantly busy, juggling so many different things, and I still make time, kind of bouncing off of what she said earlier. You have to kind of decide what's more important to you. And there are some times where I like sacrifice my homework and stuff like that to get my stuff done with the business, because yes, I want to do my school, but I want to make money with the business, and you have to be consistent. But one big thing that I will say, the main thing I wanted to talk about is that you have to give it to God, but you also have to remember that God cannot bless the steps you don't take. And so you cannot be praying to God, like, give me these customers that are going to sign with like 200 BV, and then you don't message anybody. He's not going to just, it's just not going to happen. Like, I'm just going to be honest. It's just not going to happen. You have to take the action, but you also have to pray on it, and you have to just do everything, set everything aside. You do have to sacrifice some things with this business, but in the long run, it's worth it, because now that I lost my job for the time being, like my full-time job, I don't have to worry about my bills because I have this income. I got that huge bonus last month, and that is definitely going to help me tremendously. I paid all of my debt off. It wasn't a huge amount, but I did pay it all off with this money. I bought I got a brand new 2020 car in October, and am able to continue paying that because of this business. I thought I would need my boyfriend's help. Don't, because of this. So it's awesome. But you have to be consistent, because when I first started, you can ask probably anybody that knows me in my upline, I had a lot of excuses. And that is another thing that is another tip that I just, want to give you guys, is you have to get rid of the excuses. I had people telling me, my upline, Brittany Cabrera, she would always tell me, you got to get rid of those excuses. And I'd get mad. I would be like, I don't have excuses. What do you mean? I just don't have time. And now I told her, all right, girl, I'm going diamond. Like last month, I'm like, I'm going diamond and I need you to call me out on my BS if I am making excuses. She's like, okay, are you sure? Like, I don't want you to get mad at me. And I'm like, yeah, girl, I'm sure. Like, I need you to do this for me. So if you need someone like that, like, I mean, I don't know a lot of people on this Zoom, but you can reach out to me, look my name up on Facebook. I can be that person for you. Your upline, you know, everybody's here for you in this business, whether they know you right now or not. And that is the number one thing. Like, I have gone through so much. Like I said, I have all those things to juggle, and I just moved into my new place on Monday. Like, I was in the midst of so much stuff when I promoted, but I still promoted. And I prayed and I took the actions, and God blessed those actions. I remember one day I was sitting, I'm like, God, please, like, this girl has to talk to her husband. Like, he does the finances, but just please, like, you know, let her sign a bunch of BV. And her order was over $400. Like, it was a huge order because she got two of like, not everything, but everything she bought, she got two of, because she wanted to give it to her husband too. So, but I had to message those people, you know, like, you can't expect God to help you if you're not going to put the work in. So I'm pushing for double this month. And I'm doing it. I'm just putting it out there. I'm doing it. I'm already charted. I was charted last month for it, and now I just got to work on the BV. So, you know, one of my girls, Lindsay, went diamond last month. So, wait, hold up. I didn't go diamond last month. I went diamond in April. It's June. Okay. I went diamond at the end of April. I'm so sorry, guys. This is how you can tell, like, you know, everything is just mixed together. So I'm sorry. I went diamond at the end of April, but yeah. So those are my best tips. Get rid of your excuses and put in the action for it, because if you don't put in the work, nothing's going to happen. This business is so simple. I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's simple. You got to put the work in, but it's simple work. I will tell you right now, I get all of my work done by 9 a.m., if not earlier. And then the rest of the day, I just have to do the extra little stuff, like continuing to post my story, or, you know, making sure, like, I save my posts in my drafts. Like, that is the, like, most amazing thing that you guys can do. Text replacements, get text replacements. Your life will be so much easier, but just get rid of the excuses. Yeah. Like, just get rid of them. You know, if you say you don't have time, you do. You're just not making the time. Like, I want to sit and be lazy and watch TV all the time. Like, my boyfriend's brothers are over right now, and I want to be spending time with them, but I have to do this. I have to, you know, show up for you guys. And those are the things that I have to sacrifice for an hour just to, you know, have more time later, because I have so much more time with my son because of this business.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my gosh. I love that. You guys, the biggest thing that I took from you is God can't bless the steps you're not taking. Guys, He can't give you the things if you're not doing the things. Okay? Love that so much. Thank you so much for taking time out of your night to share with us. I will go ahead and mute you. And then next we have Miss Lindsay. I unmuted you. Let me see if I can find you. There you are. If you could wave at me.
Can you see me?
I can. All right. Go ahead, girlfriend.
Hi, guys. I love me some Kimmy, y'all. She is one to follow. But back to what Emily said. So consistency is key. I forgot to tell you who I am. So I am Lindsay. So I went diamond in 3.5 months. And got the $15,000 bonus, which was amazing. Okay, so anyways, back to what Emily said about consistency. That is so true. Even on your bad days, do it anyway. Get up every day, post business posts, you know, send out your friend requests, do all the things, okay? But so I'm from Georgia, a really small town, actually. And one thing that I swear by is hospitality. So that's where interacting comes in. That's where treating these people as customers instead of numbers is what's going to build this business for you. And like I said, voice messaging. I swear by voice messaging. It opens up a whole new trust level. Swear by it, like I said. Let's see, what else? Attract viewers. So your content, presets, professional page, appropriate behavior on your page. All of that is super important. Let me see. Okay, so I wrote everything down. I write everything down, guys. That's another important thing, is like keeping track of what you're doing and setting your goals. But you're gonna have times in this business where you have to, where you have to pick up the slack. So I learned that a lot. So we're all on this team together, and we all are going through something. So there's gonna be days where I don't want to get out of bed and I'm not pulling in any volume, and this person does it for me. And then there's going to be days where I have to pick up the slack for other people. So that's part of it completely. And we're in this together. So we're all here to help each other. Am I missing anything else? Yeah, that's all I got, guys. That was super quick.
I love it. Hey, it's good. That was so good. It is so true that you have to be hospitable. You guys, it is not just, whether it's a customer or a distributor, it's not just a box on your chart. It's not just a BV going in to fill your chart, because they are people and they have hearts and they have reasons why they're doing this, whether they're getting the products or they're joining the business. So understand that and treat them like people. Like, you would not like to go shopping and have someone be like, okay, cool, you're done. Like, you guys know the stores that treat you like humans, that really want to help you. Those are the stores you go back to. So be that person. Cool. Oh my gosh. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. I'll go ahead and mute you again. All right. Next is Miss Emma. I'm unmuting you, and I got to find you. I see you.
Hello.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, you guys. So my name is Emma. I am 21 years old, and I joined this business in August of 2018. I know a lot of you joined for the extra 100 or 2 a month, but I joined for it all. I joined because I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom before my son was born and quit my 2 full-time management jobs. So I kind of came into this business with a lot of intentions. I caught the vision very quickly. I went emerald in less than 2 months, and I've kind of just been like on a big roller coaster ride ever since, to say the least. So one thing I want to tell you is that in April, I was supposed to go diamond, okay? I fell about 500 short. I was watching all of these girls in my accountability group chats promote, and even a really good sideline sister of mine that's on here, she went diamond too, and I was sitting back like what the hell is happening? Where's my team? Like, what am I gonna do? What if I don't go diamond like everyone else? And May rolled around and I didn't go diamond. I hopped on the comparison train real quick and I refused to get off. I threw in the towel and I was pissed. I was just pissed at everyone who went diamond. I was pissed at my team. I was pissed at myself, and I just had like so much resentment in my heart. And I was just questioning why I was even in this business when we came so freaking close and it didn't even happen. So I left in May. I called it quits and I joined another company. And you guys, I'm not sitting here telling you this to make you think that it's okay to give up when things don't go your way. I'm telling you this to let you know that the grass is not greener on the other side. I promise you that. It will not get better if you throw in the towel and leave. Those goals and dreams of yours will automatically be put on the back burner until you actually put in the work like a real diamond should. Okay, don't forget that. Nobody else will give you your rank and your promotion. It's up to you. And as soon as you throw in that towel and call it quits, like, you're done. It's over. That's gone. So after sitting back and looking at my why and remembering like what I started for, I knew it couldn't be matched with the company that I had just joined, because that company isn't home. Like, this is home. My team is home. My leader who signed me up almost 2 years ago is my home. And I got what I signed up for. I became a stay-at-home mom. I got to quit my 2 full-time jobs, and I was quitting that like for what? because I was 500 away from my next promotion, I didn't get it. Like, that's not how this works, you guys. So I put on my big girl panties and I took my ass back home where I belong, and I took my team to Diamond. I caught that vision like all over again, and we pulled in the promotion with over 1,000 volume needed after the 25th of the month. So I kind of just linked arms with a few of my girls who, thank the Lord, stuck through this with me, and we got it done together. So I'm just here to tell you that no matter where you are at the end of the month, no matter what struggles you've been facing, or no matter if Jill and her boyfriend broke up and she's pissed at the world and quit the business, or if Sally canceled her account because she's mad that she can't find a single customer, like, just remember at the end of the day, that one thing that you've been hoping and praying for is closer than you think. So do not give up yet. Don't throw in the towel, and God forbid if you ever consider it, like, please come to me first. Even if you don't even know who I am, like, please talk to me and I will talk you through it, because I was there literally like just a few weeks ago. This is happening just a few weeks ago, you guys. It happened to me and I pushed through it and crossed the finish line at the end of the day. And I got it done. And we're going double this month. So,
Oh my gosh, you guys. Emma quit in the middle of the month, like on the 15th. She was like, I'm out. And I was like, what? So Emma is my personal role distributors. I wanted to kill her, but I had to love her through it. And then she came back like 5 days later. So just know what I told her is sometimes you look at other grass and you're like, man, that's so green. Like, look at that. And you get there and it's fake. It is sod. It is not real grass, or what's it? I think it's called sod. I don't know. It's fake. Okay. This is home. This is where you're meant to be. And just know whatever struggles you're facing, you can get through it, and take your booty off the comparison train. Take it off. Like, just jump off the comparison train, because you will never get where you're trying to go by comparing yourself to other people. So, okay, cool. If you guys love that she was so vulnerable, put a 2 in the chat, because I know that was not easy to share. So Emma, I'm going to go ahead and mute you. And then next is, I don't know if it's Anna or Anna. You can let me know. I just unmuted you, and then I got to find you.
I'm right here.
I see you. Okay.
And yeah, it's Anna.
Go ahead, girl.
Oh my gosh, I am actually really nervous, which you would never be able to know if you know me, because I am very red. But I'm like kind of nervous right now, because going diamond was a huge deal for me. Like, it was huge. It was life-changing, and now I'm feeling emotional because I'm nervous. But it really was, because I just turned 30 in May, so I'm a 30-year-old mama and engaged, and I'm just a normal person, really. I've worked a full-time job my entire life. I was a caregiver. I was a beekeeper. Well, I'm going to keep my story kind of short, but needless to say, I had to take a paid layoff, and I was supposed to have my job back in the spring, but it didn't happen that way. And Madison, please, well, go tell Dad, because Mom's busy. Okay, so, and I lost my job. Basically, for the first time in my life, I was jobless, and this is my second time in the business, mind you. And the first time I had went Ruby, and I was doing all the things, and then life happened, and instead of pushing through and doing all the things, I gave up on myself, because I had a full-time job. I didn't have to really worry and whatever. And so fast forward, I took a paid layoff and then lost my job, but we had family illness that was going on with Jeff's mom. She had cancer and she's passed now, but daycare was so expensive. And I'm literally shaking right now, because I just, like, anybody can do this business, you guys. I was so scared, because it was like, you're going to choose your heart. You're going to, poop or get off the pot. And it was either you're going to make this business work, or you're going to have to go and find another full-time job. So you're going to need to make a hard choice right now, because yeah, it would have been easier to go and find another job, but I didn't want to be on anybody else's schedule. I was sick of living the hamster wheel, paycheck to paycheck. And you guys, when I was going, I like had promoted Ruby my first 2 months in the business. And then I promoted to Emerald, I think like 2 months after that. So I was like 4 months in, and like I was Emerald pushing for Diamond. And you guys, I was still struggling even at that point, and I had so many days where I was discouraged and down on myself, and just like I felt like I was working so hard and it was just so close but far away, and I needed my bills to be paid. There was no way I could be home with Maddie if I wasn't bringing in some sort of income. Like Jeff, you know, he's a great provider, but I still have my stuff and responsibility too, just like he does. And so I had to make a hard choice. And going Emerald, like I was still struggling with money, not because of the business, but just because I was so financially in a hurt position for the first time in my life that I had hit rock bottom. And when I had reached out to Stacy Crown, who's my personal upline, I was literally just like, okay, what do I got to do? And I joined on a $20 deal, and I decided to change my life. And it was, I dived in. I said, I'm willing to learn anything. So like, you got to be willing to learn. And even like being charted double diamond, I just charted double diamond like a day or two ago. But you're always learning something new every single day. And my best advice to anybody, because I was jobless, I was broke, I was insecure, I was miserable, I was unhappy, I didn't know anything about mindset, I was such a negative person. It was bad. And I have learned so much that, 80% mindset, 20% hard work, it's truth. And you need to be doing self-development every single day and growing your mindset and doing daily affirmations and pouring into you, and also pouring into your team and their faith and their belief system as well. But you got to go all in, and you got to say, I'm doing it. I'm just doing it. And you have to do the things every single day, even when you don't feel like doing it. Like, like the last person said, it's not that the business is easy, but it's simple, the things that we have to do every day. And if you're not willing to show up every single day and learn something and reach out and stay plugged into the team and get on Zooms and do power hours, like if you're not willing to treat your business like a business, like you're a business owner, you got to treat it like it, because if you want that kind of paycheck, man, you got to run for it, and you got to be committed, and you got to know, like, you got to cast that vision and see it clear, that this is what you're going to do. Because I remember when I went diamond in April, I promoted April the 27th. My goal was the 25th, but we did the 27th, and it was amazing. But I remember a week before, I was still quite far away in volume. And I sat on the couch and I told Jeff, because, I'm very open with my family about my promotions and what we're running for and everything like that. And he was like, well, what are you going to do? And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's going to happen because I decided on it. But you can't expect the abundance and the blessing and the fruition of all that hard work to come in if you're not willing to do it every single day. You have to be all in. Just go all in. Take quitting off the table.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love that. You guys, it is so true that it's 80% mindset and 20% hard work. And you have to go all in. You have to say to yourself, I don't know how the heck it's going to happen, but I'm going to do the work and it's going to come together. Mm-hmm. I don't know how this volume is going to come in, but it will. The month that I went double diamond, we needed 3,000 BV on the last day of the month. Okay. I didn't know how it was going to come in, but I knew it was going to. And when you have that belief, you made that decision in your heart that it's going to come together. It'll come together no matter what scenario you're in right now. So thank you so much for sharing. You are the best.
I hope that was helpful. I could talk all day.
Oh my God, same.
I can talk all day too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I bet you can. So next is Mackenzie. Let me find you. Give me 1 second. I clicked unmute. Did it unmute you? No? Let me see. It says I asked you. All right, we good? Yeah. Go ahead.
So hi everybody, I'm Mackenzie. I have been in the business since January, and I promoted to diamond in April, and I just reloaded last month, or hit my promotion again last month. This month I'm pushing double, and my best tip for you, since I have 5 minutes, is to get organized and stay on a schedule. You have a lot going on in the day. I don't know about you, but I'm a mom of 2, so I have a lot going on in the day, and having a schedule is the most important thing to me. My kids are on a schedule. I'm on a schedule. My business is on a schedule. And, I set a certain amount of time, 30 minutes or an hour to get my work done. And then, I spend time with my kids. I spend time with my husband. And then I, do 30 minutes here and there just because I don't want to feel like I'm on my phone all the time, because that's one of the most common objections that I get is people saying that they don't want to feel like they're on their phone all day, or why people quit the business is because they feel like they're on their phone all day. So I definitely recommend getting a schedule, and then getting on a schedule also prevents burnouts. When I first started, I was on my phone all the time, and I felt burnt out real easily. And when I first started, I didn't hit Ruby my first month, and I was just completely burned out. I was like, I'm burnt out. I would hardly send messages. And, once I finally regrouped myself and got my stuff together, I was like, okay, I'm promoting. So the next month I went Ruby, I went Emerald, then I went Diamond. Now I'm going Double. And definitely creating a schedule gives you time for your family, for that family time, because ultimately family's first. Like, the whole reason we get in this business is so we have time for our family, and that we don't feel like we're working 24/7 and not getting, not making enough money, or not, owning our own time, owning our own life. So, just because you're in this business doesn't mean this business has to run your life. So that's like my biggest tip. And also, just be willing to learn and grow every day. Just because I'm a Diamond leader going Double doesn't mean like I don't have much to learn, and, one day when I go Ambassador doesn't mean I won't, have more to learn. That's why I always push the girls to get on Monday night training. Our team always has Monday night training, and I always push them like, hey, get on training, because there's always something new to learn, always someone new on, always, fueling the fire. When you join, I can't stress it enough. Stay close to the fire, regardless of what's going on. Like, I've moved since I've joined this business. I've been in 4 going on 5 months. I've moved. I'm about to move again in August. We're a military family. My daughter's Down syndrome. So there's constantly things going on in my life right now. And, I don't know where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought. But yes, there's always things to learn, always grow, always time. It's just, you got to make the time, and you got to grow with your business. And also with the whole mindset thing, I'm working on myself for this business and everything to have a positive mindset for myself. And I also started implementing it with my husband, because I didn't want to grow just myself and, grow my mindset, grow my, everything. And then my husband be left behind and, in the same mindset. So we've actually started doing a couples devotional too. So even though like you guys, we all stress mindset and development, personal development, include your significant others in it too, because you don't want to be growing as a person and then, they be left behind in that same mindset, because you're growing, they should grow too. So I know it's kind of all over the place, but
oh my gosh, I loved that. That was so good, you guys.
Word vomit.
So, like, a schedule is so important, because it's so true. If you don't have a schedule and you don't have a specific plan for what you're doing at that time, all of a sudden you're going to spend 10 hours a day on your phone. You're going to be like, oh my God, I work so hard. Well, no, you probably spent 8 of those 10 hours scrolling TikTok, and then the other hour was on Facebook, and then 30 minutes was on Instagram, and you only spent a half hour working. So you have to be super intentional with your time. And with your spouses, ask them, say, hey, I'm pushing super hard for promotion, and then dream with them so they know what's coming from that promotion. But then also say to them, I'm going to be on my phone more than normal. What can I do to make sure you still feel loved during this time? What do you need from me? Whether that's one date night a week or a movie night or whatever it is, just make sure they know, so they don't just feel like they're out on the wayside, like not even important. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, cool. Thank you so much, Mackenzie. That was awesome. Also, my name generator that did the random thing did me real dirty. Next, we have Elena, and then Alana, and then 2 Shannon. So, like, that was fun. So, okay. Next, we have Elena. Hopefully, I said it right. If I didn't, please yell at me. Let me find you. I did ask to unmute you. Oh, I see you. Perfect. Oh my gosh, you look all perfect. Like, come on. All right, you're unmuted, girl.
Hi guys. Okay, so I'm Elena. I just joined the business back in February. I think Valentine's Day or maybe the day after. I can't really remember. And I went diamond last month. So real quick, a couple things that I have for you guys. I'll be honest, my chart, as far as my downlines, I have 2 people on my team that I actually speak to. The others, they don't answer my messages. They don't text me back. They ghosted me as soon as they started. It's been a journey for sure. I have my days where I get up and down and I'm like, I can't do this. I can do this. I can't do this. I can do this. And mindset is so freaking key, guys. It honestly, the days where I'm like, I'm not going to get up in the morning and do what I need to do, this isn't working out, whatever. Those are the days I sign nobody. I don't have anyone interested in anything I'm doing or selling or whatever. And that's when I get even more in that mindset where it's like, okay, why am I doing this? This isn't worth it. And then I hit a $15,000 bonus and I'm like, holla, you gotta put the work in order to do it, guys. And stay organized. I know a couple people have said, make lists, write things down. That is so key for me. Whether it's, what volume you need for the day or what kind of distributors you need to bring in for the month, that sort of thing, write it all down and cross it off as you go. That organizes yourself and it makes you feel focused and it energizes me. When I start crossing things off, I'm like, yes, another one down, and I don't know who said this, one of our uplines, I was watching someone's Zoom or a team training or something, it was a while back, but she printed out like either a thermometer or like a thermostat kind of thing, like a temperature meter basically, and then she fills it in every time she gets a certain amount of volume, and like it goes up and up and up, and then for the rest of the month until she hits the top, that's how far she is from her goal. So like obviously diamond seems like such a huge goal, double diamond, triple diamond, that sort of thing. You look at the chart and you look at the volume that you need and you're like, holy crap, like I cannot do this, this is nuts. And then you start focusing on small goals. That's what I do, is I break it down into smaller goals. Like, okay, I just got this much. Now this ruby is checked off, done. Because I've been having to chart my own rubies and my emeralds. I have 2 girls that are kicking butt on my team, but the rest, like I said, I run my husband's account and I have no one under him that's doing anything. So honestly, the little goals, like I filled this ruby, I filled this 400 box, that makes it so much more attainable and so much less overwhelming, if that makes sense. Get out of your comfort zone too. For me, I don't like public speaking, so this is like super hard for me. I'm so nervous. I don't like talking to people that I don't know. I'm very shy and introverted, honestly. Like it's not my thing to meet new people. Anyone who knows me, they're like, yeah, I don't talk to her really because she doesn't talk to people. Like, it's just not my thing. So get out of your comfort zone and just send the messages. Like, all I can say is do the work, send the messages. Yeah, you're going to get 100 no's, but you're also going to get 1 yes out of there, at least. You can't get a yes if you don't send them. So I think that's all I have.
That was so good. I also love that you were vulnerable and shared that you didn't have a massive working team, because a lot of times I feel like when people look at a diamond chart, they're like, oh my God, you need to have 15 working distributors to make this happen. You guys, when I went diamond, my hardest worker signed like 3 days before I went diamond, and I stacked her like 7 layers below a 400 box. That is Emma, who just went diamond a couple days ago. So yeah, you don't need a big working team.
There's one more thing I wanted to add.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this past month when I went diamond, I actually was over 1,200 away after the 25th.
Yeah.
So it's doable, guys, for sure.
It doesn't matter how far you are. You just have to make the decision to get there. And like you said, get out of your comfort zone. It's not going to be super, super easy to go diamond, but that's why they pay you what they do as a diamond. So
for sure.
Cool. Thank you so much for all of your tips. I appreciate it. You did great. Even though you were nervous, you did awesome. All right. Next is Alana. Let me find you. All right. I unmuted you, I think.
Hi. Can you see me?
Hold up. I hear you, but I don't see you yet. Oh, there you are.
Okay. Hi. I had my other picture on. Yeah, so you go from that gorgeous made up Elena to Mom Alana. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So my name's Alana. I'm 29 years old. I've been in the company for about 4.5 years, and I just promoted to Diamond 2 years ago. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there real quick, that you don't have to get in the company and then become Diamond in 4 months. It doesn't have to happen that way. And in addition to that, I have had so much life happen to me. I've moved multiple times, even within that 4-year period. I've had lots of ups and downs. I don't want to get into that right now because I only have 5 minutes, and trust me, it fills up a lot more time than that. But what I do want to get into is, sorry, my son's sleeping, so I'm going to try to do this quickly and not so quietly. We have a culture of honesty, positivity, and integrity. Plus professionalism, and we genuinely want to see our teams. I wrote it down. Yeah, that's the other thing. Definitely get a journal and write down everything, because that's really going to help you remember, and it's going to help you get to the top. I started doing that because the top leaders were doing that. All right, so we genuinely want to see our team succeed, our teams in sidelines succeed, and there is enough to go around. There's no need to be shady and try to cheat the system. The system we have works, and it helps everyone succeed and stay within corporate compliance. The rules and guidelines are there for our protection, and the reason that we have those is to protect the company that we love, the company that can get us to where we want to go, that no other company can actually do. No other company provides their people as much freedom to do what they want in their life as ours does. But sometimes being a leader is about knowing when to let someone else lead. Sometimes it's about knowing when to ask for help and knowing when you need it. So what I mean by that is, even if you're a Diamond with a large working team, or you don't have a large working team, one of the things that I was doing for a little while is I was having my own team Zooms. And what I found was not everybody could get on consistently, and I wasn't able to reach everybody. But there are all these trainings out there. There's the trainings on Thursday nights, Courtney's trainings, that I find are super beneficial, and they helped me get there. So for all of you that are trying to start doing your own team Zooms, let others help you lead. Get your teams onto the Zooms that are already having so much fire and so much success with helping people. Sorry. That I did not write down. We cannot succeed in this company without helping others be successful first. Be honest, be genuine. Sorry, that's moving all around. If you want to succeed, you need to help your team, each one of them, do what's best for them, not what's best for you. Because if you're only thinking about yourself and not your team, you're not going to get very far at all in this company, and it's not going to be sustainable. Because if you're thinking about yourself and not them, and you're telling them to do things that are not good for them, they're not going to stay in this company, and they're not going to be loyal, and they're going to leave, and they're going to think that it's because this company was bad, when in reality it's the leadership. So when you need to be thinking about what's best for other people too, what's going to help them reach their goals, what's going to help them get to their promotions. Because if you're helping them do that, then you're just automatically going to get yourself there, because you're helping them. But if you're only trying to do it on you and it's becoming detrimental to your team, you're going to fail, and your team's going to fail. And I mean that in the actual fail sense, not the fail in you're going to continue to fail upwards, because you need to be a good person to be able to do something where you're helping other people. But that's something you can learn. You know, it's everybody comes to this company. A couple other people touch personal and development, touch on that too, because that is super important. That is what's going to get you to where you want to go. I have no idea how much time I have left, so I'm going to go back to this quickly. So we're in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves, and you can't only think about yourself. The point I want to touch on is listening to your upline, to your Diamond and above leaders. If we are telling you to do or not to do something, it's because we want you to succeed. So getting mad or trying to say hurtful things is only going to make us not want to work with you, which makes it that much harder to do it. doesn't mean we're not going to, but it makes it that much harder. And we have so much negativity around us as is, like in our lives, other people coming in, like people being rude to us. It happens to people who have been in this a long time too. And one of the things that we preach and teach is to cut out the negativity in your own life, the people that are holding you back. And we need to do that too. So if you're coming at us being so negative, that's going to make us want to cut you off too. And that's just so that you can't hold on to the negativity in your life, even if it's somebody on your team. So if you have somebody that's being negative, remove them for a little bit if you can't work with them, just so that you can start uplifting yourself and uplifting the rest of your team that wants to be successful too with you. And then, am I up?
Yep, it was up like a minute ago.
Oh, okay. I had my headphones on, so I was like, okay. I thought it was going to run out.
That's
I
okay.
had that feeling, which is why I was all over the place. Like, I had so much written down, I knew I wasn't going to get to.
That's okay. Yeah. But thank you so much. Yes, it's super important to be positive, to spread positivity to your team, and just love on everyone and do what you can to help everyone. So, okay, next we have, let's see, we have Shannon J next. So I just asked to unmute you. Let me find you quick. You could, oh, I see you. Perfect. All right, go ahead, girl.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. So I am Shannon J. I am 27. I have a 15-month-old son. I just joined the business in February and went diamond last month, I think on like the 27th. So we were super close. I run my account and I run my husband's account. He's actually my emerald. So we are bringing in like those two incomes that are just getting higher and higher, which is awesome. So I'm going to talk to you guys about HAPs because that is literally why I went diamond. If you can get up as many of those as possible, in April I had 200 HAPs up, okay? And since I started in February, I've signed about 125 customers. I do not have a large network of people that I know that want to purchase from me, like my mom bought from me. But that's pretty much it. Like last week when I went diamond, my best friend decided that she would try some of my samples. So these are seriously all people that I don't know. They're all from HAPs. I get at least one giveaway HAP up per day because then I always have more people to ask to post. Because I know so many people are like, all the same people are posting for me. And it's like, if you always have a giveaway HAP up, you're always growing your network. You always have more people to ask. I think people get caught up with constantly getting up the product HAPs and the distributor HAPs, but then you run out. You have to have that variety. I also never have to add from groups. I never have to randomly search people's names because I get so many ads from the giveaway HAPs. And so many people from those giveaway HAPs have seen my posting, seen my stories, come back and been customers. So adding all these people, I'm going to say my network's grown by at least 1,000 people since I started. And it seriously is all HAPs. Even I have sent out messages to close friends and saying like, hey, I'm going for a big promotion. Do you mind putting a post on your wall? I can get you in this draw too. And I mean, people want to support you in that way when they don't have to purchase from you. They don't have to do anything. A lot of them are more than happy to put a post, especially the giveaway post. I find the giveaway post is like, people are like, yeah, I'm going to post that. When it comes to like some products, sometimes people are a little iffy. Also, when people say that they're going to post for you and they don't follow up, they forget. They say that they're going to post, they forget. I message them back, say, hey, did you get that post up? A lot of them post it then. They're like, oh no, I'm so sorry. Or they'll say, yes, I did, but they didn't tell me, so I didn't know. And I go, and they have so many comments that I can then go message those people. And then also with those HAPs, following up with your people. I'm going to say 1 out of 10 customers says yes on the spot. The rest are follow-ups. The fortune is in the follow-up, guys. It's so true. But yeah, distributor HAPs are very important too. The same thing, I'm going to say I've signed like 20 plus distributors since I started, and 2 of them are not HAPs, and one of them is my husband. So one of them is not from a hap. So yeah, I am just big into those. If you need help, there's so many trainings on YouTube about them. Some of the big, I think Jackie Deering does a good one. Maybe Jade Hooper does a good one. And reach out if you need help. That's the biggest things I can say.
Oh my gosh, I love that. You guys, host to post is so important. It literally changes everything when you decide to start being committed to it and consistent with it. So if you've ever tried host to post and you're like, it didn't work for me, I bet you did not get up 10 a day for at least 2 weeks. Because if you got up 10 a day for 2 weeks, you would not be saying it doesn't work for you. So yeah, I super recommend getting up at least one giveaway host to post a day. What I do is after I get a product host to post up, I message them 2 days later and I'm like, hey, thanks so much for posting for me. Did you want to get a second entry into my giveaway? Just put this up and let me know when it's up. And then that way it's 2 host to posts per person. I get products and giveaway and it's all great. So yes, definitely commit to the host to post, get it going, take all negative thoughts away from it and just make it happen. Love that. Thank you so much. You guys, I'm so proud. We are like actually on time. It is blowing my mind. All right. I just rhymed. I really hated myself for that. Okay, Shannon, I just unmuted you. Oh, there you are. Oh my gosh, in your cute new apartment. Oh my gosh. Okay, go ahead, girl.
Okay, so I'm Shannon. I joined in December of 2018, I want to say. I didn't really do anything for the first year. I enrolled with Courtney. I kept telling her that I was doing all the things and I'm not enrolling, so she kind of knew I wasn't working. I was working a full-time job, 80 hours literally every single week, went to conference, caught the vision, went Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, maintained last month, and we're going double this month. So I'm going to forewarn you, I'm very red. I'm probably going to make a couple people really mad with what I have to say, but to wrap it up, if you're doing everything that everybody else said on this Zoom, you are posting every day and you are getting up a few host to posts and you're adding to your friends list and you're posting to your stories, get real with yourself. If you're not getting results, you're not doing everything you need to do. You're not. And if you are doing everything that you need to do and you're still not getting results, you're not doing enough or you're not in the right headspace. So the number one thing is you definitely need to fix your mindset, listen to podcasts, read books. I'm a mom, so I really don't have time to sit down and read. So I watch YouTube videos, Audible's great. But if you fix your mindset and then you really give it your all and put everything that you have into this business, you're going to get back what you put in. So that's pretty much all I have. You just got to make sure you're doing all the things and really just actually doing everything and not just like, oh, I posted today, but I don't really feel like getting a post to post, so I'm not going to do that and expect results because you're not going to get them. That's just, it's not how this works. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh my gosh, I love that you said that. Shannon is my girl, and she would always be like, oh yeah, I did everything. And I'm like, okay, but you haven't rolled a customer in 4 months, so like you're not. And I want you to know that when you're lying to your leader, they know you're lying, first off, and it's not hurting them, it's only hurting you. So you guys, I love that you said, that Shannon said, to just like be real with yourself. So many times I've had to do that to myself too, where I'm like, okay, well, I'm really not doing everything. Like I feel like I am, but it's all like, I'm just doing the bare minimums. And you guys, you don't get anything from the bare minimum. So commit to yourself, do the right things. And if you are doing all the right things, like you're like, Courtney, I am getting up the posts, I am getting up host to posts, I am doing the stories, I am adding to my network. Look at your brain. Where is your mindset? Are you assuming everyone's going to say no? Are you assuming everyone's not interested? What is going on in your brain? And then tackle that. So, oh my gosh, you guys, drop like, I don't even know what number we're on, like a 4, I think, in the chat. If this is just like blown your mind, we got so many good tips and so many different things from so many different leaders. And I just loved it. So I will put this up on my YouTube tonight. To all of our speakers, thank you so much. We appreciate you. I know that everybody on this Zoom is super appreciative for everything that you shared. So I hope you guys have the best night ever, and I will share the link to this wherever I posted it originally, and hopefully it gets to everyone. But if not, just go to my YouTube and it will be on there. So bye, everyone.